Guys, the last time that we have seen this signal, Bitcoin rallied 100% in the price, and the previous time we have seen the signal, Bitcoin even rallied above 200%. This is pretty bullish what I'm going to show you in today's video. And next to having a look at Bitcoin, guys, we are also going to have a look at the total crypto market cap, which again is very bullish as well. We are going to talk about XRP, which is very interesting and we haven't been talking about it for a while. And I'm going to show you the data over on worldportal.com, which also sketches a very clear data picture. So guys, let's jump straight into it. And of course, let's start with the king. Let's start with Bitcoin. And what we can see right here, guys, is I think this is just looking very, very bullish. Even if I get the lines away, we can see that Bitcoin during this bull market, and this is a little bit of a different bull market than the ones we have seen in the past, right? But we have this very clear structure of rally, sideways, rally, sideways, rally, sideways. And sideways is also often correcting. So rally, sideways, rally, sideways, rally, sideways right here. But these sideways periods, they sooner or later they are ending, and once they are ending, they are followed with a massive rally in the Bitcoin price. And when I bring the drawings back right now, we can see that we have a falling wedge formation right here, and we are trying as of now to break above that resistance. And so far I think Bitcoin is holding pretty good, although the volume is not catching up yet. It is structurally, it is a very bullish structure, because the target of this formation will be the top of the wedge at roughly 105,000 US dollars. But if we do get a rally in Bitcoin, we can surpass that level too and maybe get the acceleration phase in this bull market. Now let's go to the bottom indicator right here, and this is the MACD, and you can see that the MACD is already rolling over, which means that the width of these two lines is getting closer to each other. And normally when that happens, we are getting closer, or it is actually we're getting closer to a bullish cross in the MACD. Well, the previous time that we had a bullish cross in the MACD, that was right here. But here you can already see that the light red is starting to come up basically. And then we rallied from roughly 50,000 to over 100,000 US dollars in a very short amount of time. A lot of euphoria, a lot of emotions that came along with this, and that's also the reason why we are going sideways right here, why it is correcting, because the emotional state of the markets has to change. And guys, you have to imagine, because this is the key of investing. How did you feel right here when Bitcoin started to move? Because probably right before Bitcoin started to move, you would feel exhausted as well, doubting about the bull market. But once Bitcoin is moving, you feel invincible. You feel Bitcoin is going up only, right? But right now, recently, you probably have felt like, ooh, we might even go to 60,000 US dollars. We might even see lower levels, right? So you see the emotional pattern, right? So at the lows, you think we're going lower, and at the highs, you think we are going higher. This is exactly what the financial markets are doing. This is exactly how it works. So when you feel with yourself, oh, we are going higher for sure, I'm 100% sure you are looking for houses on the internet to buy houses or whatever in your neighborhood, big warning signal. When you are here thinking of, should I sell everything? We are still going to go lower. Then you have to be very careful, because you have to see that you are yourself in this emotional state. So you got to be a little bit of a contrarian thinker in that regards. But yeah, the lines of the MACD, they are coming closer together. When this is becoming a very clean one, it means that we can see a continuous move, Bitcoin to the upside from here on, as we have seen right here. So the more, and this is actually also what I wanted to say, guys, is that the price action right here looks pretty similar to the price action right here. So if you compare the sideways movements, so to say, on Bitcoin, then for example, this sideways movement is like how do you call it, like zigzagging, going up and down, sideways, but downwards, right? But very clean, as you can see right here. This one is going sideways, slowly down, and then bam, falls down, like big red candle, right? That looks very similar to what we are seeing right now. So we have a little bit sideways, going down, bam, red candle, big capitulation. And yeah, as you can see right here, that followed with a massive rally, because in the seed of the, in the dump, in the big capitulation dump is already the seed for the rally. And in this rally, in this euphoric rally, is already the seed for the dump. As above, so below. The laws of correspondence, the laws of rhythm, hermetic principles can all be applied on the markets right here as well. But this is looking very good, because this looks like Bitcoin's consolidation correction is coming to an end. Okay, let's go to the next chart, guys. Very bullish for all the altcoin holders on this channel. And I think this is a very bullish pattern still. We haven't seen the acceleration phase yet of altcoins. I believe we are still going to see that, like for sure, for me, in my feeling, not financial advice, guys, but I think definitely altcoins are going to shine. They are going to shine like diamonds, because they have been buried this whole bull market, and the longer they've buried, the more capitulation there is on altcoins, the harder they will shine, guys, the harder they will shine. And especially the tokens from 2017 that already have a base, I think those will do extremely well. One of them is XRP, of course. But what we can see is that we have a megaphone pattern. So we have like a megaphone pattern, which is basically a zigzag pattern, but broadening. So a wedge is tightening, and a megaphone pattern is broadening. But the basic simple is that we actually coming from an uptrend right here. We have a megaphone pattern, which is a consolidation pattern, which eventually most of the time functions as a continuation pattern. So it matters in what kind of direction we've entered this pattern, and in this way it is a uptrend. So the chances of this breaking out to the upside is extremely more higher than breaking out to the downside. So even though we had this correction, as you can see right here, and as you can see on this picture, we still in this megaphone formation, and this correction came basically to the previous high. So it corrected a little bit further than Bitcoin, but it's also a stepping stone, guys. It's a stepping stone, right? Resistance, breakout, and test the former resistance as the new support. So, like I said, I'm very bullish on altcoins, but you really gotta have a long breath. You gotta be patient. Patience is the key, guys. Patience is really the key. Okay, guys, then let's go to XRP, because XRP is looking very interesting as well. XRP had this massive pump, and so far we got a correction. I think the correction is really decent. It's not too crazy. We corrected from $3.36 all the way down to $1.63. Guys, if you look at XRP historical price action, then these corrections of XRP are often very aggressive, very deep, and we are not seeing that right now. And when haven't we seen that as well? Yeah, you bet, you're right. That was right here in 2017. That's why I think 2017 will be so significant right now, because we are going to get a different version of the 2017 bull market, with XRP blowing off first and also not correcting that much, right? How much did it correct in 2017 from the top till the low? 73%. So from what is it? 50 cents all the way down to 12 cents. Okay, and if we have a look right now, we topped at here and then we come down 50 something percent. I think this actually is already valid for a correction. And if Bitcoin is going to go up from here, I think XRP can have a nice breakthrough as well. We can also see in the MACD that it's becoming slightly turning right here. These are very early signals, guys, very early signs. We want to see this follow through, of course, but definitely not looking bad. It's looking similar with XRP as well, that we had this pump, we had this correction, and that the phase of the correction is slowly coming to an end, and that the wheels are turning. So what pattern do we have here? We have a falling wedge formation. If we break the resistance, the target of this falling wedge formation will be the top of the wedge at $3.20. However, guys, if we break the falling wedge, we also can see it as follow. We have an uptrend, we have a wedge, and then we continue this uptrend. This middle of this channel is going to be so important, because breaking that middle of the channel, guys, will be an insane pump on XRP probably, and that is breaking above $3.50, $3.60, because the next major resistance, probably $5 in between as well. $5 will be a significant too, because of the psychological number. But the massive resistance after that is basically $20 US. So this is looking pretty interesting, you guys. Okay, now let's go to Will Portal. And Will Portal, guys, is showing a similar picture. It's really looking bullish right here on the daily time frame. So we have low selling pressure, momentum is coming up, bullish divergences, like everything you basically want to see in a nice bullish picture. Only on the 4-hour time frame, if we zoom out a little bit, yeah, selling pressure slightly increasing, although we do have a dot of buying pressure right now, so maybe the selling pressure is already gone. But always know that in the short-term time frame, there can be some volatility also to the downside. If you zoom in, it's never up only, right? So be careful with that. But on a daily time frame, just on a, how do you call it, like on a global scale right here, looking at this data, looking at this chart, for me it's just looking very, very bullish. Like everything points that Bitcoin is ending this correction phase, ending this consolidation phase, and will continue this bull market. But this is all on daily and weekly time frames. So when you really would zoom in, you still might get some smaller corrections. However, if we go to the daily time frame, and this is also pretty beautiful, is we already broke out on the daily time frame from that falling wedge formation on Bitcoin. And if we have a look at the MACD right here, we also broke some declining resistance, so the momentum is backing up the price, and we have this nice bullish divergence as well. So again, guys, everything for me when I'm looking at these charts, a lot of things are pointing to more upside. So in terms of probabilities, because that's what trading is all about, the probability of more upside for me here is significantly increasing. I'm very, very bullish. The only small remark that I have, guys, that I'm saying in the past couple of videos is we haven't really seen that big blast of volume when we break out, and normally you want to see that volume. So that is something that makes me a little bit alert. That is the right word. So if things turn around, I'm going to quickly shift a little bit, be flexible in my thinking. Just because I didn't see that volume, because after such a long consolidation, you would expect a breakout to get a candle of volume, but sometimes it can also come later. So that's why I say we need follow through, okay, guys? Because in a crazy scenario, if this is not a breakout, because the volume is not backing it up, we still could do something like this, and then eventually touch, maybe even touch the support of that falling wedge again, because it will meet this support as well at $67,000 US, maybe late April, beginning of March, of late May. Who knows? But for now, Bitcoin is looking extremely bullish. Structure, momentum indicators, exchange data, everything points to more upside. The only small alert is no volume of breakout, but it can still come. So let's hope that it will come today. Guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash up the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you have not done so already. And if you are interested in trading Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, I'm recommending different exchanges down below in the description. When you sign up on that exchange using that affiliate link, you are supporting the channel. Thank you for that, but you are also getting an extra benefit on that specific exchange. Guys, check that out if you are interested. I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video. Bye-bye.